Welcome to F.I.G.H.T, Fixing Ineffective Government and Helping Turnout, where we break down why Democrats keep losing winnable fights and how they can start hitting back.
Because politics isn't a damn book club, it is a fight. And right now, Democrats keep showing up like it's a high school debate competition.
Meanwhile, Republicans are treating every election like it's a street fight, and somehow Democrats are shocked when we keep getting sucker punched.
So, in this series, we're breaking down exactly why Democrats keep fumbling their message and how we can start fighting like they actually want to win.
So each week, we're going to be taking one piece of the Democratic branding disaster and showing how to fix it. But first, let's set the table.
All right, point one, drop the consultant speak and talk like normal people. So this is step one. Stop talking like a think tank. Democrats love to roll out complicated academic sounding policies that make perfect sense in a white paper but sound like gibberish to the actual average voter. Newsflash, no one is getting hyped over the phrase means tested refundable tax credit.
Yeah, that sounds like the name of a rejected Star Wars prequel or something. So instead of expanded childhood tax credit, say something like, we're putting money back in your pocket to help raise your kids. Instead of, say, bipartisan infrastructure investment, say, we're fixing your damn roads. It's really not that hard.
Democrats need to remember that most voters are too busy working, raising kids, and trying to pay their bills to sit down and analyze policy memos. Make the message clear. Here's what we did, here's how it helps you, and here's what we're going to do next.
So step two is we need to actually reclaim populism, but in a real kind, not the phony billionaire kind. So for far too long, Democrats have let Republicans claim the anti-elite message, even though they're literally bankrolled by billionaires and corporations. It's time to flip the script.
Yeah, the GOP loves to yell about coastal elites while cutting taxes for the ultra rich and gutting labor laws. Meanwhile, Democrats are out here afraid to say, hey, maybe Amazon should pay more in taxes than you do.
Yeah, Democrats need to be loud and unapologetic about being the party that actually fights for the working people. That means calling out corporate greed, pushing for stronger labor rights, and making sure people know exactly who's on their side.
And we are not talking about empty slogans. People don't want to hear vague promises about stronger middle class. They want to hear, we're going to make sure your boss can't screw you over, your rent isn't half your paycheck, and your health care doesn't bankrupt you.
That's a strong message if you ask me.
It is. All right, so number 3 here, show up where the people actually are. Let's be real. Democrats have a turnout problem, and part of the reason is that they just don't show up in the right places.
Yeah, Republicans will campaign at a Bass Pro Shop parking lot at 6 a.m. Meanwhile, Democrats are like, we sent an email. Why aren't young people voting?
And it's not just about geography, it's about platforms. Republicans are dominating Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Democrats are still sitting writing Twitter threads that only political nerds will read.
No, we don't do any of that, do we?
Never.
And if you want people to listen, you have to go to where they are. That means getting better at short form content, engaging with voters in real conversations, and not just assuming people will show up on election day because they read the New York Times op-ed.
Reach voters where they are, guys. All right, number 4. Stop running from culture wars, own them. Democrats have this bad habit of letting Republicans set the terms of every debate. The right launches into some ridiculous freak out about Mr. Potato Head, and instead of ignoring it or fighting back, Democrats scramble to play defense.
Right? It's like watching somebody get bullied on the playground, and instead of swinging back, they're going to write an essay about the history of playground democracy. It's just tell people what you want, what you'll stand for, and don't apologize for it.
Exactly. Democrats need to stop being scared of their own positions. You don't have to run from issues like abortion, LGBTQ plus rights, or racial justice. Just make the argument in a way that connects with people's daily lives. Instead of just saying, we support reproductive rights, say, you should have the freedom to make medical decisions without the government getting involved.
So Republicans yell about woke indoctrination. Don't just mumble something about tolerance. Fire back with no politician should be deciding what history is taught or what books kids can read. Let's teach facts, not propaganda, no matter what party is in charge. Call out the fear mongering for what it is.
And point number 5, be the party that actually fights. At the end of the day, people respect fighters. And right now, Republicans fight like hell, even as for the dumbest fucking causes imaginable, while Democrats act like they're trying to win a debate club trophy.
If people don't think you'll fight for them, they won't fight for you. That means pushing back when Republicans try to roll back rights, going after corporation wherever it exists, even within your own party, and actually deliver on promises instead of just making speeches about them.
Look, politics is a contact sport. Democrats can either start playing to win or they can keep wondering why their approval ratings are in the toilet. And number 6, reviving a movement. MAGA and the Tea Party pulled from past political playbooks. Maybe it's time Democrats do the same?
Yeah, maybe we could revive the Bull Moose Democrats, channeling Teddy Roosevelt's legacy of fighting corruption, trust busting, and making sure workers actually got a fair deal. The GOP sure as hell ain't claiming him, so why not we steal him?
Or what about the workhorse Democrats? No more performative nonsense. It's just a party that gets shit done. People are tired of politicians yelling at each other instead of fixing actual problems.
Or we brand it the fair shot movement, because that's what this should all be about. A fair shot at success, a fair shot at healthcare, and a fair shot at living in a country where billionaires don't get to rig the game against everyone else.
Hell, let's just go old school and call it the New Deal Democrats. We bring back that same FDR energy, big ideas, big investments in working people, and no patience for corporate bullshit.
I like all of those.
I do.
What's your favorite?
I'm kind of partial to the New Deal Democrats.
Yeah, I kind of lean that. I love Teddy, but
no,
I'd like to see a new deal.
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right. So to sum it up, talk like a normal person, own the populist message, show up everywhere, stop running from fights, and most importantly, be the party that actually delivers for the working people.
If Democrats can do that, they won't just be the lesser evil option. They'll be the party people actually want to vote for. And that's how you win elections and build long-term power.
And if we don't, well, we'll be right here calling them out for it, because welcome to the new era of politics. Time to step up or step aside.
All right, that's the big picture. Democrats need a rebrand, and if they don't start fighting back, they're going to keep losing winnable fights.
But this was just a start. Every week, we're going to take one piece of this messaging disaster and break it down exactly how to fix it.
Next episode, we're coming for the biggest problem: why Democrats talk like consultants instead of normal human beings.
If you've ever cringed at the phrase means-tested refundable tax credit, trust me, you're not alone. We're fixing it next time.
So if you're sick of watching Democrats fumble the message, like, share, subscribe, and spread the word, because none of this changes if people aren't paying attention.
And if you want actual change, call your fucking legislators at 202-224-3121 and tell them to stop advocating the shit out of everything and start talking like real people.
We'll see you next time, because politics isn't a debate club, it's a fight. So get in the ring or get out of the way.
See ya.